Today I am going to be talking about Thanksgiving. And so today I'm going to be talking about 10 different things that you probably didn't know about Canadian Thanksgiving. Wherever you are around the world, a lot of people celebrate Thanksgiving. Many people call it different things. For example, here in Canada, we celebrate it before the Americans do. If you're not familiar with Thanksgiving, if you come from a country where you don't celebrate it, or a culture where you don't, it's basically where you sit down, you celebrate the harvest and all of the food that you got and stuff like that, bountiful amount of food. You share a lot of food. You discuss. You basically discuss different topics like what you're thankful for, things like that. It's time when basically like families get together and stuff like that. It's really fun. So here are some things that you may not have known about Canadian Thanksgiving.
Number 10.
The first one up here on this list is that Thanksgiving wasn't actually declared an official statutory holiday until 1957.
Number 9.
And apparently, coming in here at number 9, apparently Canadians really love their turkey. Because approximately, according to statistics, 30% of Canadians purchased turkey or turkey-related products just last year.
Number 8.
Coming in at number 8, we have another strange statistic that you probably didn't know about. In the last few years, on average, Canada has bought over 2.2 million turkeys. Oh yeah. So on average, that's a lot of turkey. It's a lot of stuffing too. Gobble gobble. But anyways, so the amount of turkeys purchased, just to be clear about this, okay? The amount of turkeys that were purchased per average in Canada make up about 35% of the world's turkeys sold around the world, okay? So Canada, yes, that's right. Canada makes up 35% of all the turkeys sold on Earth. Oh yeah, we love our turkey.
Number 7.
Coming in at number 7. There are approximately 80 cranberry farms in British Columbia. Now, many of the cranberries that we eat and that people eat around the world, worldwide, actually come from BC. Cool little fact. And originally, cranberries were actually introduced as part of Thanksgiving dinner by the indigenous peoples. So it was actually them that were the ones that were responsible for introducing cranberries into, and cranberry sauce into Thanksgiving.
Number 6.
Coming in at number 6, we have the provinces that don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I know what you're thinking. How could a province not celebrate Thanksgiving? But, in fact, there are a bunch of provinces in Canada that do not celebrate Thanksgiving. Now, there may be people that live there that do celebrate it, but as a whole, they don't actually recognize the holiday. And so most of the maritime provinces, Atlantic provinces, maritime, do not celebrate Thanksgiving. For example, in Newfoundland specifically, they celebrate it by calling it a Jig's Dinner. Now, in Jig's Dinner, from what I understand, instead of turkey, the dish is actually comprised of salted meat, cabbage, and an assortment of vegetables.
Number 5.
Now, for another fun fact, we have number 5. Canadian Thanksgiving actually happens around the same time as Oktoberfest. So not only can you have some turkey and pumpkin pie, but you can also get drunk off a few pints while you enjoy the holidays. Another interesting little fact, little side note, if you will, Canada is actually the second most popular for Oktoberfest. Okay, so we actually celebrate, basically we, like Germany celebrates, Oktoberfest like very religiously, very strongly. It's a huge tradition. But so does Canada, and Canada is very, very large on that.
Number 4.
Coming in at number 4, we have another really interesting fact about this whole season. In Quebec, Thanksgiving is actually called, and I'm probably going to butcher this because I'm terrible at French, but Action de Grâce. Thanksgiving has a different meaning there, and it is celebrated in a different fashion in Quebec because of the original English and Protestant origins and the Catholics and different things and stuff like that. It's very complicated, but from my understanding, they celebrate it in a very different way than we do. Much like Saint Jean Baptiste Day in Quebec as well.
Number 3.
Coming in at number 3, I have a list of the provinces that I was referring to earlier about it, just because I couldn't really think of much more to say about it. Those 4 provinces are PEI, Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, and New Brunswick.
Number 2.
At number 2, we have another strange fact about Thanksgiving Day here in Canada. Most of you, if you're from Canada or if you know about the Thanksgiving here, you will know that it is commonly celebrated on October 12th. But did you know, before the war, they actually celebrated it on the 11th of November, on what is commonly known as Remembrance Day. After the war, they decided that veterans would have to have a day of recognition, which is now known as Remembrance Day. So essentially what they did is they moved Thanksgiving Day to the 12th of October in efforts to allow the veterans to be able to have their own day separate from Thanksgiving.
Number 1.
Now, coming in at number 1. Now we saved this, the best one, for last, because this is a very interesting fact that until recently I didn't even know, until we did a lot of research on this. So this one fact is probably going to upset a bunch of our Americans to the south. Canadian Thanksgiving is actually older than American Thanksgiving. Now, the reason why this is because the first instance of Thanksgiving was actually when Martin Frobisher landed in Nunavut in 1578, where he had Thanksgiving dinner with the indigenous people of Nunavut. So Canada had theirs first instance of Thanksgiving in 1578, whereas the American Thanksgiving was in 1621. That's a difference of 43 years. Like I said, that's going to upset some people, but we don't care because we're Canadian. Sorry, eh? And in conclusion, I just wanted to thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button. Comment down below on what you want us to do next. And, as always, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. And remember, have a happy Thanksgiving. Spend some time with your family, if that's possible, during these trying times. And again, thank you for watching. It really helps with everything. And I hope that you have a really tasty and happy Thanksgiving.